Welcome, dearly beloved anointed ones. Come closer and settle into this sacred moment with me. Take one slow breath. Let your shoulders soften. Let the fear of being misunderstood loosen its grip for a moment. Here, we gather to pray, to reflect, and to find strength when truth feels threatened. These messages are created to bring comfort to wounded hearts, renew faith, and gently guide you back toward peace, truth, and wise action. Tonight's message begins with a frightening possibility. Someone may be telling a false story about you. Perhaps a rumor has reached your workplace. A family member has repeated something untrue. A former partner is rewriting the past. A person has accused you of behavior you did not commit. Your name may be attached to words, messages, transactions, or actions that do not belong to you. The original message says you may be sent to jail for a crime you never committed, and that only staying until the end of a video can protect you. We must reject that fear. A video cannot replace evidence. A subscription cannot shield you from legal consequences. God's love does not disappear because you paused or left. The truth is not strengthened by panic, but false accusations can cause real harm. They can affect reputation, employment, family, money, safety, relationships, legal standing. The purpose of this message is not to convince you that an unnamed enemy is secretly preparing a criminal case against you. It is to help you distinguish rumor from a formal accusation, suspicion from evidence, and spiritual fear from the practical steps that protect truth. Archangel Michael is remembered as a defender and a warrior of truth. His presence in this message represents courage under pressure, discipline in speech, and the strength to stand without becoming reckless. The title says there are only 2 minutes left. There is no spiritual countdown. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to ask questions. You are allowed to seek qualified help. The real urgency is this. When fear takes control, people often make the exact mistakes that weaken their position. They send angry messages, dilem records, confront the wrong person, post publicly, threaten, confess to things they did not do because they want the pressure to stop. Tonight we will choose a different path. Stay with me as we move deeper, because before this message reaches its final prayer, we will separate 3 situations that are often confused: gossip, a formal accusation, and a crisis created by anxiety or misunderstanding. The difference determines what you should do next. Beloved, begin with one question: what exactly has happened? Not what might happen. What happened? Did someone tell you that a rumor is circulating? Did you receive a written complaint? Were you contacted by an employer, school, platform, bank, attorney, police officer, court, or government agency? Was a social media post made? Did someone send a threat? Is there a document with your name? Were you asked to attend a meeting? Did money move through an account? Did someone impersonate you? Or do you only have a strong feeling that people are talking? Write the facts, dates, names, exact words, mot mex dotting onts, witnesses. What can be verified? What is second-hand? What is only a fear? This is the first wall of protection, clarity. The original message says your chest may feel tight because heaven is warning you. A tight chest may come from anxiety, stress, panic, illness, or other medical causes. Do not use a symptom as proof that someone has accused you. If you experience severe or persistent symptoms, seek medical care. Your body deserves attention. It should not be turned into evidence against another person. The first category is gossip or informal rumor. Gossip can damage trust, even when it never becomes an official complaint. Someone may say, "I heard you did this." People are saying, "Someone told me." This language creates fog. If these prayers and messages have brought comfort, clarity, or strength to your life, you may choose to support this work through Buy Me a Coffee. The link is pinned in the comments and included in the description. Your support helps us continue creating thoughtful messages of faith, healing, and encouragement for people around the world. There is no pressure, and no blessing, protection, or prayer is ever purchased here. Your presence is already deeply valued. Do not chase every whisper. Ask for specifics. Who said it? What exactly was claimed? When? To whom? Is there a written statement? What direct impact has occurred? If the person cannot provide details, do not fill the gaps with fear. Before we continue, subscribe if this channel helps you pray, reflect, and return to peace. Subscribing does not protect you from accusations or influence legal outcomes. It simply helps you find these messages again when you need encouragement. Take another breath. When responding to gossip, a calm statement is often stronger than a long defense. You may say, "That claim is false. I am willing to address specific facts, but I will not respond to anonymous rumors." Please do not repeat information you cannot verify. If someone has a concern, they should bring it directly through the appropriate process. Do not provide every private detail to everyone who asks. Over-explaining can create more material for distortion. You are not required to defend yourself in every room. Choose the rooms that matter. Your workplace, your family, a formal process, the people directly affected. Now let us continue. If the rumor is online, document it. Take screenshots that show the account, date, time, full context, and link if available. Do not edit the screenshot in a way that makes it harder to verify. Save copies securely. Report content through the platform when appropriate. Avoid arguing for hours in public comments. Public conflict can amplify the rumor. A short factual statement may be enough. Sometimes silence is wiser. Sometimes correction is necessary. The choice depends on the size of the audience, the seriousness of the claim, and the harm already caused. If the rumor involves violence, abuse, theft, fraud, professional misconduct, or another serious allegation, seek qualified advice before posting a public response. A lawyer, employer, union representative, school official, platform specialist, or other professional may help you avoid mistakes. Stories can also begin through impersonation. Someone may create an account using your name or photograph. Send messages that appear to come from you. Use your email address in a form. Open an account, tear a screenshot, share an edited recording. This is different from ordinary gossip because the false material may look like direct evidence. If you discover impersonation, preserve the original page, username, address, date, and link. Report it through the platform or institution. Tell people who may be targeted. Review whether your email, phone number, identity documents, or accounts were compromised. Change passwords and recovery information where necessary. If money, contracts, threats, or criminal activity are connected to the impersonation, seek appropriate legal or law enforcement guidance. Do not attempt to hack back. Do not impersonate the other person in return. Do not threaten them from a false account. Retaliation can create genuine liability. A clear notice to contacts may say, "An account using my name is not operated by me. Please do not send money, codes, documents, or private information." Verify communication through this known channel. Keep the notice factual. Do not name a suspected creator unless evidence supports it. The original message says someone may have forged papers. Document fraud can occur. Signatures, invoices, applications, authorizations, receipts. If a document appears suspicious, ask for the original or verified copy. Compare dates and records. Contact the issuing organization directly. A photograph of a document is not always enough. Metadata, witnesses, account logs, and institutional records may matter. Do not alter the document to demonstrate your theory. Keep the original evidence intact. Truth is easier to defend when records remain clean. The second category is a formal accusation. This is different. A formal accusation may arrive through a letter, dime, complaint, interview request, notice, court document, workplace investigation, police contact, school process, professional board, financial institution. Do not ignore official communication. Do not assume it is spiritually cancelled because you prayed. Ride carefully. Verify that the communication is real. Scammers may imitate authorities. Use official contact information to confirm. Do not rely only on the phone number or link inside a suspicious message. If the notice is genuine, note the deadline. Deadlines matter. A missed response can create consequences even when the claim is false. Seek legal or professional advice appropriate to your location and situation. Do not guess. Do not sign what you do not understand. Do not attend a serious interview unprepared if you have the right to representation. Do not destroy records. Do not contact witnesses in a way that could be interpreted as pressure. The original message says, "Heaven will reveal the accuser's name if you stay until the end." In real life, you may not immediately know who made a complaint. Processes differ. You may have rights to information. You may also face confidentiality rules. Let the proper process reveal what it can. Do not accuse the person you suspect merely because they acted distant, jealous, or nervous. A wrong accusation in response to an accusation creates another layer of harm. There is another part we have not reached yet. Even an innocent person can weaken their own position through panic, anger, or attempts to control the story. Keep listening, because the next section may protect you from the most common mistakes people make after learning that their name has been challenged. The first mistake is deleting. You may want to erase embarrassing messages. Remove accounts, clean the phone, documents. Do not do this when the material may be relevant. Deletion can look like concealment, but reserve original records, backup messages, emails, call logs, receipts, photos, calendars, work files, location information, and other relevant material. Keep a clear copy. Do not alter timestamps. Create a timeline. Where were you? Who was present? What happened before and after? What documents support your account? Memory becomes less reliable under stress. A timeline helps. The second mistake is contacting the accuser impulsively. You may want to demand answers, threaten exposure, beg them to withdraw. Record them secretly, send dozens of messages, pause. Depending on the situation, contact may be harmful, unsafe, or legally restricted. If there is a no contact instruction, court order, workplace policy, school process, or active investigation, follow it. Ask a qualified professional what communication is appropriate. If direct conversation is allowed and useful, keep it calm and documented. Do not threaten. Do not offer money. Do not ask someone to change a truthful statement. Do not confess to something you did not do just to end the conflict. The third mistake is posting everything publicly. Public attention can feel like protection. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes it damages privacy, exposes evidence, influences witnesses, violates policy, or creates new claims. Before publishing documents, names, recordings, or accusations, get advice. Once something is online, control is limited. Truth does not always need immediate performance. Sometimes the strongest defense is careful preparation. The third category is an anxiety-driven crisis or misunderstanding. You may believe someone is preparing a case against you because of a look, dream, rumor, or sudden silence. You may have no document, no direct statement, no contact from an authority. Still, the fear feels real. This does not mean your suffering is unimportant. It means the first task is grounding and verification. Ask, has any official person contacted me? Is there a specific accusation? What evidence suggests a formal process exists? What evidence suggests it does not? Have I slept? Am I under severe stress? Have I experienced this fear before? Who can give a calm outside perspective? Anxiety often creates urgency. It is happening now. Everyone knows. I have to expose them first. Silence means guilt. Grounding slows the story. Look around, name what you can see, feel feet, breathe. Then take one verifiable step. Check the email, call the institution through an official number, ask the manager directly, speak with an attorney. Do not spend hours searching for hidden signs. Now let us return to the heart of the message. Accusation can happen in families. A relative says you took money, neglected a parent, influenced an inheritance, caused conflict. Withheld information, these claims often grow from poor records, old resentment, and unspoken expectations. If money or property is involved, use documentation, bank statements, receipts, written agreements, caregiving records, medical authorizations, legal documents. Do not rely on family memory alone. People remember according to emotion. Written clarity protects everyone. You may say, I want us to address this with records, not accusations. I will provide the relevant documents. I need the claim stated clearly. I am willing to meet with a neutral professional. Do not recruit the entire family to take sides. Choose the smallest necessary circle. A mediator, attorney, accountant, counselor, or trusted elder may help. Family loyalty should not replace fair process. False accusation can become especially painful when children or custody are involved. Emotions are intense. One parent may believe the other is unsafe. A child may repeat words they heard without understanding. A statement may be interpreted differently by adults. In these situations, do not question a child repeatedly or coach an answer. Do not ask them to choose sides. Do not criticize the other parent in front of them. A child should not become the investigator, witness manager, or emotional protector of an adult. If a child reports harm or danger, take it seriously and seek the appropriate professional guidance. Do not conduct your own aggressive interrogation. Trained professionals know how to ask questions without contaminating memory. Follow court orders and formal processes. Keep communication focused on the child. Written communication may reduce conflict. Avoid insults, threats, and long emotional arguments. A message can be simple. I will follow the current agreement. Please keep communication focused on the child's needs. If you believe a report about you is false, gather records and seek qualified legal advice. Do not violate an order because you believe it is unfair. Use the process to challenge it. The desire to prove love can lead people to actions that appear unsafe or controlling. Patience is difficult. It may be necessary. Your relationship with the child is protected best by stability, truth, and appropriate support rather than public war. Accusation also happens in relationships. A former partner may claim abuse, betrayal, theft, or misconduct. Some claims are false, some are true. Some involve different interpretations of a painful situation. Do not assume that because you feel innocent, the other person is malicious. Ask what specific behavior is being described. Review your own actions honestly. Did you raise your voice? Use money as control? Read private messages? Threaten? Block a doorway? Break property? Pressure? You may reject an exaggerated claim while still taking responsibility for behavior that was wrong. Truth is not always all or nothing. A strong defense does not require pretending you were perfect. It requires precision. This part is false. This part happened differently. This action was wrong and I accept responsibility for it. This claim is unsupported. Honesty strengthens credibility. Spiritual messages that tell you every accuser is jealous may prevent self-examination. Sometimes people accuse because they misunderstand. Sometimes because they are angry. Sometimes because harm actually occurred. Sometimes because they want control. Evidence and process matter more than a dramatic motive. There are also accusations connected to money. A quiet word of gratitude before we continue. If this channel has become a place where you can breathe, pray, and hear messages that encourage healing without pressure, you may support it through Buy Me a Coffee. The link is pinned in the comments and included in the description. Every contribution helps us continue preparing and sharing these messages freely. Please support only from peace and only when it is right for you. God's love, grace, and attention are not connected to money. A client says you stole. A relative says you misused funds. A business partner claims fraud. A customer disputes a transaction. Financial accusations require detailed records, contracts, invoices, receipts, bank statements, approvals, access logs. Who had authority? What was the agreed purpose? What changed? Do not rely on verbal memory when money is serious. Correlate a transaction timeline. Separate personal and business accounts. Identify where records are missing. An accounting professional may be necessary. If you made an error, correcting it quickly may prevent an error from becoming an allegation of intent. Intent and mistake are not the same. A duplicate charge, wrong account, late transfer, poor record keeping. These problems can be serious without being criminal. Respond precisely. Do not promise repayment or admit theft before understanding the facts. Do not hide a real mistake. A careful statement may be, I am reviewing the transaction and preserving the relevant records. I will respond through the appropriate process. This gives time without dismissing concern. The same principle applies when someone owes you money and claims you are harassing them. Use written, lawful collection methods. Do not threaten. Do not contact employers, relatives, or public audiences merely to shame. A legitimate claim can be weakened by abusive collection behavior. Truth and restraint must remain together. Stay with me a little longer, because the next part may help you protect your reputation without becoming obsessed with controlling every person's opinion. You cannot correct every mind. Some people will believe the first story. Some will prefer drama. Some will remain uncertain. Your reputation matters. But attempting to control every opinion can consume your life. Focus on the communities that have real impact. Employer, clients, family, professional body, court, school, close relationships. Prepare a concise statement. For example, a serious allegation has been made. I deny the false claims and am cooperating with the appropriate process. I will not discuss confidential details publicly. This statement avoids attacking. It shows seriousness. It respects process. Do not keep rewriting it emotionally. Do not respond differently to every person. Consistency helps. If the accusation affects work, ask what the investigation process is. Who decides? What information can you submit? Can you have representation? What confidentiality rules apply? What timeline exists? If you are suspended, clarify pay, access, and responsibilities. Save all communication. Do not access systems after permission is removed. Do not ask co-workers to hide information. If the accusation involves school, understand the disciplinary process. If it involves a professional license, seek specialized advice. If it involves immigration, custody, criminal law, or serious financial claims, general advice may not be enough. You need someone qualified in that area. Prayer can give courage. It cannot substitute for legal competence. The original message promises that the liar will fall into the trap they created. This can feed revenge. You may imagine public humiliation, punishment, loss. But your goal should be truth and safety, not destruction. If the person acted maliciously, accountability may come through law, policy, or natural consequences. Let that process work where possible. Do not threaten their family, employment, safety, reputation. Do not publish private information as retaliation. Revenge can turn the falsely accused into someone who now commits a real wrong. Archangel Michael's sword represents separation from revenge. You can say, I will defend myself. I will seek correction. I will pursue accountability. I will not become consumed by punishment. This is strength. There is another layer to false accusation. Identity. When someone says you did something terrible, you may begin questioning your entire worth. You replay every mistake. Feel shame even when the claim is false. Avoid people, stop sleeping. The accusation becomes a label. But an allegation is not an identity. A complaint is not a verdict. A rumor is not a fact. Even a real mistake is not the total meaning of a life. Separate the event from the self. Say, this is a serious situation. I need to respond carefully. I am still a human being with dignity. I can accept what is true and reject what is false. You may need counseling. War accusation can be traumatic. It can create hypervigilance, anger, depression, fear of social spaces, and loss of trust. Seeking mental health support does not weaken your case. It supports your ability to think and function. If you feel hopeless, unable to sleep, unable to eat, or afraid you may harm yourself or someone else, seek immediate support. Do not face a crisis alone. The original message repeatedly says false accusation proves you are chosen. Be cautious. Being attacked does not automatically mean you are spiritually superior. This belief can make correction impossible. Your dignity does not require a special rank. You deserve fair treatment because you are human. You can ask God for protection without deciding everyone against you is evil. Humility protects truth. Ask, what if part of my understanding is incomplete? What evidence would change my view? What have I learned? What behavior should change, even if the accusation is exaggerated? This does not surrender innocence. It prevents pride from replacing clarity. Now let us speak about witnesses. A witness may support you. They may also remember differently. Do not coach. Do not pressure. Ask them to preserve what they remember in their own words. If there is a formal process, follow the rules for submitting witness information. A witness who appears rehearsed can create doubt. Truth does not need everyone to use identical language. Documents may also be misunderstood. A payment could look suspicious without context. A message may sound harsh. A location record may be incomplete. Explain context accurately. Do not invent. Do not hide unfavorable facts. A credible account includes complexity. Faith communities can experience false accusation too. A volunteer is accused of misconduct. A leader claims someone is rebellious. A member raises a concern and is called disloyal. Spiritual language can either protect truth or hide power. Do not assume a leader is innocent because of position. Do not assume an accuser is truthful because the allegation is emotional. Use fair safeguarding procedures. Protect vulnerable people. Preserve confidentiality without using secrecy to avoid accountability. Serious claims should not be handled only through prayer meetings or private pressure. Independent review may be necessary. People should not be told that reporting harm attacks God, destroys the ministry, or proves a lack of forgiveness. At the same time, a person accused deserves a fair process rather than immediate public condemnation. Both safety and fairness matter. If you are part of a community handling an allegation, ask, who is responsible for investigation? Are conflicts of interest present? Are records preserved? Are vulnerable people protected? Is retaliation prohibited? Can outside expertise be used? A community that values truth should not fear transparent process. Archangel Michael, as a symbol of justice, should remind spiritual communities that protection is not protecting reputation at any cost. It is protecting people while allowing evidence to be examined fairly. There is one more layer to this message, and it may be the most difficult. Sometimes the person you suspect is not the source. And sometimes the story began through confusion rather than a deliberate plot. Rumors change as they move. One person says, "I felt uncomfortable." Another repeats, "Something serious happened." A third says, "They committed a crime." The final story may be very different from the first. Do not assign jealousy without evidence. Confine the origin where possible. Correct the exact claim. If misunderstanding caused the problem, a careful conversation may repair it. If someone acted maliciously, evidence will support stronger action. If you accuse the wrong person, you create another injustice. Stay with me, because the next part is where vindication becomes more than being proven right. It becomes the discipline to rebuild without allowing the accusation to control the rest of your life. After a false claim is corrected, life may not immediately return to normal. Some relationships remain damaged. Niche results remain. People remember. You may expect relief and instead feel exhausted. This is common. During the crisis, your body survives. Afterward, the emotion arrives. Give recovery time. Review what needs repair. Request written correction where appropriate. Ask institutions to update records. Follow up on removed content. Clarify employment status. Rebuild routines. Do not spend every day checking whether someone still believes the lie. Reputation recovery is often slow. Consistent life becomes evidence. Work well. Keep boundaries. Maintain records. Avoid repeated public conflict. Let time support the truth. You may never receive an apology. Do not make your healing depend on it. A person may deny what they did. They may never understand the damage. You can pursue available remedies and still release the need for emotional confession. Forgiveness is optional and personal. It does not require renewed access. It does not remove accountability. It does not mean pretending the accusation was harmless. Forgiveness may simply mean refusing to let revenge become your daily purpose. Beloved, let us build a simple truth protection plan. Take a page and write 4 headings. Claim, evidence, process S, support. Under claim, write the exact accusation. Not everyone is against me. The specific words under evidence. Write what supports your account. Documents, dates, witnesses, records. Under process, write what must happen next. Reply, meeting, legal advice, while report, workplace response. Police contact, no action yet. Under support, write who can help. Attorney, union representative, angel, counselor, trusted friend, family member, advocate, doctor. This plan turns fear into direction. Now choose one action within the next 24 hours. Save the message. Create the complaint in writing. Verify the notice. Book legal advice. Create a timeline. Stop posting. Tell one trusted person. Do not attempt to solve every part tonight. One responsible action is enough. Decide what you will not do. You will not delete relevant evidence. You will not threaten. You will not contact someone in violation of a rule. You will not accuse without proof. You will not confess falsely. You will not pay a stranger who promises spiritual or legal protection. Grieving, frightened, and accused people can be vulnerable to scams. A person may claim they can clear your name through a ritual. Payment, secret contact, or guaranteed result. Be cautious. No ethical advisor can guarantee an outcome. Verified credentials, understand fees, get agreements in writing. Do not share sensitive documents with unknown people. The desire for immediate relief can create new danger. Stay with me through this final portion, because the prayer ahead is not asking heaven to punish an unnamed enemy. It is asking for clear evidence, fair process, wise counsel, emotional strength, and freedom from revenge. Before we pray, notice your breath. The accusation may be serious. But you are here, you can slow down, you can gather facts, you can ask for help, you can protect your rights, you can accept what is true, reject what is false. You do not need to solve the entire future in one night. A calm response is not weakness. Silence while seeking advice is not guilt. Emotion is not proof. A rumor is not a verdict. Now let us pray. God of truth, justice, and mercy, meet the person listening where their name has been challenged, where a false story is spreading. Bring clarity. As we move toward the final prayer, I want to thank those who quietly make this work possible. If these messages have strengthened your faith, helped you respond to accusation with wisdom, or given you language for truth and protection, you may support the channel through Buy Me a Coffee. The link is available in the pinned comment and description. Your support helps us keep these messages accessible to people who need them. Give only if you genuinely wish to and are able. Nothing spiritual is withheld from those who do not contribute. Where a formal accusation exists, guide them toward qualified help and fair process. Where anxiety has created a frightening theory without evidence, bring grounding. Where part of the truth is difficult to admit, bring courage and humility. Let the image of Archangel Michael remind this listener that protection is not panic, truth is not revenge, and strength is not reckless speech. Guard their name, guard their records, guard their work, guard their family, guard their finances, guard their freedom. Give them wisdom to preserve evidence, patience to read carefully, courage to meet deadlines, humility to accept professional advice, restraint not to threaten or accuse without proof. Where the legal system is involved, lead them toward competent counsel. Where a workplace or school process is involved, help them understand their rights and responsibilities. Where online rumor is involved, give wisdom about when to respond and when to remain silent. Protect them from scams, false promises, and people who exploit fear. Let no donation, subscription, ritual, or comment be treated as a condition for divine protection or legal safety. Where the accusation has caused trauma, lead them toward counseling and support. Where the body is suffering, lead them toward medical care. Where hopelessness is growing, surround them immediately with people who can help. If they harmed someone, give courage to take responsibility. If they are innocent, give strength to stand without hatred. If the situation contains mixed truth, give precision. Correct what is false. Own what is true. Repair what can be repaired. Protect what must be protected. Release the need to destroy another person. Beloved, the message is not that an unnamed, jealous enemy has definitely written a crime in your name. The message is that your name deserves careful protection. The message is that serious accusations require evidence, process, and qualified support. The message is that panic can be replaced with a plan. The message is that your worth is larger than a rumor. When this message ends, remain quiet for 1 minute. Ask, what exactly is the claim? What evidence exists? What process applies? Who can help? Write the answers. Choose one grounded action. Then stop spiraling for the night. If no immediate deadline or danger exists, RET supports judgment. Thank you for sharing this sacred time with us. Subscribe if you would like to continue receiving prayers and messages that strengthen faith, discernment, truth, and emotional peace. Share this message only if you believe it may genuinely help someone respond to false accusation with greater wisdom. May rumors lose power. May evidence become clear. May fair process prevail. May wise counsel arrive. May your body receive rest. May your mind remain steady. May your name be corrected where it was misused. May responsibility be accepted where it belongs. May revenge lose access to your heart, and may the courage represented by Archangel Michael remind you that truth does not need panic in order to stand. You are not guilty because someone accused you. You are not safe merely because you feel innocent. You are protected when truth, evidence, wisdom, and responsible action work together. Take one final breath. Preserve what matters. verify what is real. Seek the right help. Speak with restraint. Walk in courage. Walk in humility. Walk in truth. Walk in peace.